and you are now tuned in to the Actual Factuals. It's the Actual Factuals.
And welcome back to the Actual Factuals. God, it is your host. My name is Josh Moody. It is the handsome one, the dancing one, the prancing one, the handsome one. You gotta say it twice. It's always better when you say it twice. Guys, it feels amazing to be back. Pardon for the delay. Got a lot of things going on. I feel like I keep giving you guys the same excuse. But this is Actual Factuals, and I gotta keep it a stack with you. But guys, I got some great news coming for you. In the very, very near future, we will be having a lot of different things going on. Guest speaker, guest hosts, guest appearances, live performances, live episodes. Guys, I promise it'll be worth the wait. Just had a great meeting today with the gentleman willing to share his space with the Actual Factuals fan base and team. Guys, I promise you, it's gonna be some great things coming forward in the very, very near future. I promise you, your boy Josh is getting right on it. I'm just excited, guys. I'm telling you, we got a lot to look forward to. Chop it up with Shmood as well. And also for Motivation Mondays, because your boy is also doing some motivational speaking as well. Guys, once again, thank you for the tremendous amount of support I have been receiving. Thank you for being with me every step of the way on this journey, guys. I'm just super honored and super blessed. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm passionate about what I'm doing. It's just amazing for me. Like I said, I'm having fun with it. This is what I love to do. But once again, guys, we back. And let's get right to it. So, guys, I got to recap my NFL scores as usual. Okay? The Cowboys with a big W over the Saints at home. Okay? Ravens get it done against the Atlanta Falcons. Broncos over the Cincinnati Bengals. Rams clinch the division winning the NFC West over the Lions. Cardinals beat the Green Bay Packers. Ooh, R.I.P. McCarthy. Okay, Dolphins over the Buffalo Bills. My G-Man got a nice dub over the Chicago Bears without Mitchell Trubisky, but however, I will take it. Okay, Buccaneers, Jameis won 2 in a row over there over the Carolina Panthers. Okay, Jaguars over Colts 6-0. Texans, okay, with 9 in a row, I believe, over the Cleveland Browns. Tennessee Titans over the Jets. No surprise there. Excuse me. The Oakland Raiders surprisingly played super tough against the Kansas City Chiefs, but Kansas City ultimately gets it done. 40-33. Patriots over Vikings with the primetime game of the week. Okay, 24-10. You have Seahawks who smoked the 49ers. No surprise there. 43-16. And the Chargers with the biggest dub of the week. 33-30 at Pittsburgh. Guys, these guys have been damn near playing on the road the whole year without Melvin Gordon. Great team win right there. Shout out to Phillip Rivers getting it done. Keenan Allen and them boys. Okay. Eagles over the Redskins. Redskins are going to struggle the rest of the way, especially considering the fact that they don't have their starting quarterback no more, and their backup Colt McCoy gets hurt with a nasty fibula injury, broken fibula. No, it's going to be hard to rebound from that. But we're moving forward, guys. I gotta discuss, more NFL, and we're sticking with some breaking news of the week. Starting with Kareem Hunt. If you haven't seen the video by now, there's a video floating around all over the internet. You can find it anywhere. All you gotta do is type in the name Kareem Hunt, and you'll find the video. There's a video of him assaulting a young lady. But the only thing I don't agree with, and this is not justifying his actions to no extent, is the fact that the lady was aggressive with him as well, put his hands in his face, slapped him or punched him, I believe, if I'm recalling the video correctly. Ultimately, he kicked her. He's in the wrong. Absolutely, you should never put your hands on a female. I'm surprised. He didn't seem like this type of guy, but however, I don't know the guy personally, and it's hard to make those predictions and assumptions with people you personally do not know. With that being said, it's a tough situation for the kid. Seems like he has a lot going for him, NFL-wise and football-wise. The kid is talented, can catch the ball out of the backfield, runs super hard. Second year in the league, big thighs, paws, thick paws, but can move, nimble, great feet, great vision, great hands. It just sucks. If you've seen the interview, he seemed super apologetic. He was ultimately released from the Kansas City Chiefs because he admitted to in this interview that he ultimately lied to the Kansas City Chiefs in February when they first asked him about the incident. He wasn't 100% truthful, which led to him being released. The man ultimately went unclaimed on waivers. No surprise there. I guess he's just too much of a risk. Honestly, after Reuben Foster's second pickup for domestic violence, you would think maybe he would get an opportunity. I don't know what's the difference in there. Maybe there's some facts of the case that the Redskins know that we don't know. Ultimately, maybe that won't be the greatest decision in the world for them. But listen, they made it. They got it done. Who's to say he's even going to play for the Washington Redskins in terms of Reuben Foster? But back to Kareem Hunt. Just a terrible, terrible situation. A horrible situation. A case of bad judgment. And, and guys, you got to understand, most times, a lot of our decisions are split-second decisions. All it takes is a matter of losing your cool for 2 seconds, that split second, and you can make one of the worst decisions of your life. This young man may be blackballed out of the league, like they did to Ray Rice. Granted, he wasn't even at Ray Rice's status, so if it could happen to Ray Rice, it would certainly could happen to him. So listen, a truly, truly unfortunate situation to the families of the victim. He already apologized. He apologized to his teammates, to the organization. It's just not a good move, not a good look. I still would like to see the man rebound from this situation because he's losing his livelihood, and this is how he provides for his family, feed his children. Maybe he gets another shot. Maybe he won't. Okay, moving forward, the Green Bay Packers finally fire Mike McCarthy. Once again, no surprise there, guys. I kind of think this is long overdue, kind of like, I can't even remember his name at this point. God forgive me. The head football coach over there in Cincinnati. It's a shame I can't think of his name. He's a brother, and I support my brothers. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the simple fact that man has been coaching mediocre for almost 14 years, 10 plus years, I'm gonna say, over there in Cincinnati. He has not got fired yet. But Mike McCarthy was a long time coming. You got the greatest quarterback in my eyes, talent-wise for sure. Of course, Tom Brady's the greatest of all time. But in terms of talent, ball placement, spinning the football, arm, IQ, mobility, it's not many better, if not none better than Aaron Badman Rodgers. Listen, he's earned that right. He's earned that title. I feel bad for him in the sense of the Green Bay Packers have yet to surround him around a formidable team. And it kind of reminded me what happened with Brett Favre. He won that early Super Bowl and could never get back to the big dance and get it done again. It's crazy how history tends to repeat itself. They've been blessed to have to sustain such greatness at that position, almost back-to-back in terms of like 2 decades, possibly more because Brett Favre played for a long time. Possibly going on 3 decades between the two of them. However, I feel like Aaron Rodgers has just been wasted. Maybe we're making excuses for him as well. That very well may be true because we don't make excuses for anybody. If you give them the credit while they win, you got to give them the credit while they're doing bad. That's very well true. If you asking me to pick a quarterback, okay, to start my NFL franchise, I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers every time. Aaron Rodgers is just, like I said, I named all his qualities, his attributes. However, football is a team game. Okay, it's not like it's not like baseball where you can come up one crack at the bat, you can win the whole game. Okay, it's not like that. Even in baseball, a pitcher can win a whole game. If he don't let up no hits, no runs, no walks, he can win a whole game. Your team won't have to do a thing. The only person that's going to be doing something is the catcher. Okay, I'm not saying that happens, but it's possible. It's super possible. Okay, the quarterback can't throw touchdowns and then get out there and play defense. No, actually, it's possible. It's humanly possible, but it doesn't happen like that. The game is too physical. Of course, you don't play both sides of the ball in the NFL. Too much talent, too much physical, contact just doesn't happen. You get what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to get that literal, grow up. That's the only thing I can tell you. So moving forward, guys, the NFL leaders, okay, of the 2018 regular season so far up until this very point, up until week 13, guys, we're going into week 14, okay? Ben Roethlisberger is leading the league in passing yards, almost at 4,000 yards. He's at 3,945. Next is Patrick Mahomes, who is absolutely killing it, guys. 3,923 yards. Matt Ryan, Matty Worm, as I call him, 3,800 just about. Okay, Jared Goff at 3,754, and Aaron Rodgers, the bad man, with 3,504 yards. Okay, rushing yards, Todd Gurley, no surprise there, 1,175. Ezekiel Elliott, Zeke is having a great year, not surprised there as well, 1,150. Saquon, the big G-man, shout out to you, Mike Schreiser. He's at 954 yards. Philip Lindsay, the rookie, a surprise, having a great year. Okay, James Conner is next after that with 909. Receiving yards, Julio, not surprised there, 1,323 yards. Guy's a stud, right? Just throw the football up to him. He doesn't have the touchdown, a statistic that he would want. However, the kid is still a stud. Okay, Adam Thielen, 1,166. Mike Evans, 1,121. Okay, Michael Thomas, who's having an amazing, great year. The guy is bendy, super stretchy, great hands. He's big. A wide catch radius, throw it anywhere in the area. The man is catching it. Tyreek Hill, who's having an amazing year as well, phenomenal athlete, guys. That man, his Instagram name is Cheetah, and it's crazy, because that man, how fast he can run is unreal. It's unreal. It's unseen. Like, it's something that we've just like. In a split second, the minute, it seems like he's at his top speed, like in 2 steps. Like, it's crazy, guys. If you look at somebody fast, you always see their heels from their feet, okay, their Achilles, hitting their behinds, their heinies. That's a fast person. His feet, and he just seems to create separation from defenders at ease, guys. It's with ease. I'm surprised DeAndre Hopkins D-Hop is not on that top 5, but we all know the type of caliber receiver he is right now. He might be the best wide receiver in the game. No disrespect to AB, because AB is a stud, but DeAndre Hopkins is killing. Of course, you got to mention OBJ. We're talking about the best wide receivers in the game. And I'm not just saying that because he's a Giants fan. I'm saying that because it's the actual factual. This is the actual factuals. Right? So moving forward, guys, power rankings. Like I said, well-deserved. The Los Angeles Rams, the number 1 power ranking team at this very time. Well-deserved, like I said. Shout out to my bro Ease. You already know what it is, bro. New Orleans Saints, they're now 10-2 after that loss. They dropped out to number 2. Kansas City number 3. New England number 4 at 9-3. Los Angeles Chargers after that big dub over Pittsburgh, number 5 at 9-3. Houston Texans, salute to you, man. You guys are getting it done. Excuse me, at number 6. Steelers dropped to the 7th seed. Chicago drops to the 8th seed. Seattle, number 9 seed. And the Baltimore Ravens at number 10. Shout out to y'all, Baltimore, getting it done. I believe Lamar Jackson left with a concussion. We'll see how well that goes over for him. See if he's playing next game. I know Joe Flacco has been out with an injury. Okay, so moving forward, guys, I'm gonna transition into the NBA, guys. The NBA is off to a great start, guys. If you haven't noticed, guys, the talent in the NBA is getting absolutely ridiculous. There's teams all over, opportunities all over. These young boys are coming in here ready to play. Guys, if you listen to the actual factuals, I've spoke on how the power of the internet and social media. And I'm going to get right to the point with this. These young athletes who are coming up, these young guys, these child prodigies and stuff like that, they have access to the same type of training that the LeBrons are doing. Right? The ADs, the Kevin Durant's, the Russell Westbrooks, the Steph Curry. So when the bar is getting set high here, you got these youngins who are chasing that same bar that's going to push the bar. That's why these guys are coming in here as rookies, 18 to 19 to 20 years old, with skill sets we've never seen before, at different sizes, at different ranges. Can shoot from anywhere on the basketball court. You got 7-footers. Guys, I'm just going to mention the NCAA real quick. Look at the type of talent that's coming out. Bobo, who is 7'3", he's puny, but so is Kevin Durant. Who's to say he can't come in the league and dog and do what Kevin Durant is doing? Guys, the talent is absolutely crazy. Zion Williamson is a freak. Pause. He's a freak of nature. Something like, even though LeBron is something like we've never seen before, what Zion could do at 285 pounds is unheard of. It's unseen. It's scary. It seems like he can do anything at will. RJ Barrett is a super skilled guy as well. Listen, I'm not gonna get into all the talent that's coming out. Point I'm trying to say is it's amazing to me the type of talent we're seeing. I keep saying it's the golden age of basketball, and I'm telling you guys right now again, this draft class is loaded. I told you 3 years in a row. It's gonna keep getting like this. These boys are coming in here ready, prepared. They're literally using the same trainers as these pro guys, the Drew Halens, the Chris Brickleys, the Tyler Ralphs, I know I'm missing a couple. But the point I'm trying to say is that, guys, the access to these people is crazy. The camps, the fact that they're bringing the best talent all over the U.S., bringing them together to compete with each other, right? That's only going to breed competition. That's only going to breed the type of things that's going on. So nonetheless, guys, I'm super impressed with the type of things, of the talent, and I'm just super appreciative of it because, like, I'm a big basketball fan, and I'm just excited to see where things are going. All right, so moving forward, I want to discuss, right, the top teams in the NBA at this very point in time. We have the Toronto Raptors at 20-5. Kawhi and the boys are getting it done, guys. You guys are 10-3 at home, 10-2 on the road. Super tough. Milwaukee, possibly the surprise so far. At the same time, they have the Greek Freak, possibly the best basketball player in the NBA to date, currently. Greek Freak is playing out of his mind. He seems like he can do whatever it is that he wants to do. Super impressed by what he can do. He euros from the three-point line, dunking on dudes. His shot is improving. I'm telling you, if he gets a consistent jump shot, three-point shot, Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. Pray for the NBA. Pray for the NBA. Philadelphia 76ers, 17-8. Jimmy Butler has been hitting game winners, playing out of his mind. Man, Jimmy is super skilled, man. He can do a lot of things on the basketball court. Don't sleep on he is a hard worker, but he really is a really great basketball player. Watch his game, guys. And he worked for every bit of it. You gotta tip your hat to that, man. Super respect. Shout out to Detroit Pistons. Blake Griffin is playing super well as well. Dwayne Casey has truly empowered him to be great and do some take the lead on things. He's letting him shoot threes. He's pulling up threes and stuff like that. Let's see if that can continue. He'll keep that up. Super impressed with the way he's playing right now. Indiana Pacers number 5. Boston Celtics who have been mediocre to this very point in time. I'm not worried about them boys. They just need to get into the playoffs, which they will. And at the end of this year, they're going to be gelling, going on a hot streak, possibly winning 20 straight games or something like that. You heard it here first. I'm calling it right now. The Boston Celtics, I am not worried about y'all. Y'all will see Toronto in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference Finals. I still don't think Philly has enough just yet to contend with them boys, especially if they figure it out. Shout out to Gordon Hayward. He got his first 30-point game the other day as well. Orlando Magic 12-12. Them young boys is playing well. And Charlotte Hornets. Kemba, you are wildin'. Kemba, you are wildin'. Kemba, you are wildin'. Good brother, I've never seen you act like that. Actually, I'm lying. You've been acting like that for a very long time. Once again, salute to you, good brother. New York's own. You're doing your thing. You're turning up. You're turning up. There's a lot of things going on in the NBA, guys. You have the Rockets who are simply struggling. If you guys are watching Actual Factualz, I told you guys in the beginning of the year, I did not think they will have the same team. When they lost Trevor Ariza, defensively they wasn't going to be the same. And honestly, to me, it's just one of those you have to prove it to me every year. They're having the injury bug. They tried to blame Melo. I don't think Melo was the problem at all. I just feel like last year was a magical year for them. That doesn't mean that's going to happen again. And listen, things just haven't been clicking for them boys. CP3's been hurt. James Harden's missed a few games. Like I said, Trevor Ariza not being there is a big thing. They missing Luka Baamute. Okay? Both great defenders who can defend multiple positions and still stretch the floor and hit the three, hit the corner three. Guys, that's huge in the NBA. But granted, they will get healthy. They will figure it out. I think they will be right up there in the mix for top 5, top 4 seeds eventually. But do I think they're beating Golden State in the 7-game series? At the end of the day, that's what you got to compare them to. That's what the whole NBA got to compare them to. Can they beat the Golden State Warriors in a game 7, a game series of 4 out of 7, at best 4 out of 7? Who's gonna win that? No brainer. The Golden State Warriors are gonna win that, and they're about to get Boogie back. Boogie has officially been practicing in 5-on-5 scrimmages. Granted, I'm not convinced that dynamic is going to work automatically. It's just scary of the fact that you cannot double team anybody on that team. I don't know what the NBA is going to do. Whether this is not good enough for the NBA. I know it's great for Boogie, because if he comes back anywhere near the player he is, he's going to have some great numbers, with the opportunity where teams are going to want to pay him for his services, in which he did not receive the offer he should have received after he tore his Achilles. So, with that being said, we also have some statistical leaders that I'm going to go over. James Harden with 30.6 points per game. Kevin Durant with Steph Curry and them boys out. With Steph Curry and Draymond out, Kevin's been wilding, but it hasn't been leading the wins. And it makes you think, like, who is really the most valuable player on that team? It makes you think that Steph is the most valuable player. He may not be the best player, but he may be the most valuable because of the type of aura he brings to that team. And listen, KD has said this multiple times. Excuse me. He's not the greatest leader. Okay, maybe Steph is the leader. Actually, Draymond is the heart and soul, but maybe Steph is the leader that they need. Draymond will get in your face, but Steph is the lead by example. He's the guy that when you have on your team, I guess you just feel super confident that you can win any game, because he can get so hot and he requires so much attention. He opens it up for everybody else. Granted, Klay Thompson opens up for him as well, and vice versa with Kevin Durant. They all open it up for each other. But the dynamics of having Steph Curry on the court, who can literally hit a shot from the minute he steps across half court, is, that's something you can't teach. So they're going to get healthy. They're going to go on a run. I said the Celtics might win 20 straight games. I can definitely see the Golden State Warriors doing something like that. Them guys are studs. Anthony Davis, 28-0. Just a sidebar. I watched him go up against Joel Embiid, and I really think Joel Embiid is the best big man in the game right now. He seems to lock everybody up who he guards, and they can't guard him. But nonetheless, Anthony Davis is a stud. The rumor of him going to the Lakers, I believe, is believable. That he's not going to win anything in New Orleans. It may be time for him to part ways. Sidebar real quick. Shout out to my man D Rose, man. I have to shout my man D Rose out. Now, guys, listen. This is hard for me because I was truly a big fan of D Rose for a long time. I'm still a fan of his. But I can't hop back on the wagon, pause. That's just not the type of person I am. But however, I just want to acknowledge and the fact that you just want to tip your hat off to the man. The man is shooting great from three-point line. He's playing super confident. Okay, he's not dunking, but he seemed like he got the feel back. Like, all that. And honestly, that comes with feeling comfortable on the floor and not feeling like you're going to get injured. Maybe he's trusting his body in a way that he hasn't trusted in a long time, possibly since his MVP seasons. I'm just happy to see the man. You got to respect somebody like that who was at the top, okay, fell off the mountain, okay, and is climbing his way back up there. You got to respect the man, because when things could have got hard, he could have quit. He could have stopped playing. He could have stopped trying. He could have stopped working hard. He could have listened to the critics. He could have listened to the analysts and said he should just hang it up. He has nothing left to prove. He's made enough money. All that is true, but look at what he's doing off the bench, guys. It's possibly contending for 6th man of the year. He's made that his goal. That man's going to be starting for somebody's team next year, barring injury, of course. Salute to you, D-Rose. Super respect. LBJ, of course, with almost 28 points per game, 27.8. And as I mentioned, Giannis is absolutely wild. Okay? Kyle Lowry with the assist lead is averaging 10.3. Drew Holiday, I love his game, guys. Love his game. James Harden with 8.7. John Wall, 8.4. Chris Paul with 8.1. All right? And like I said, guys, the NBA is off to a great start. Amazing start. As I mentioned, the rookies, guys, are playing super well. Trae Young, Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton. Man, these boys, the talent is just crazy, guys. It's super exciting. And just excited to see what's coming for coming through for this year. And the guys, maybe Melo will get picked up. I don't know if he's ever gonna get back on the team again. I know he's working out. Shout out to my man Curtis. Curtis Shannon doing his thing, man. Elite Athletic Systems. My dog is really doing this thing. Salute to you, bro. I respect that grind. I respect that effort. Man, shout out to you, good brother. Salute. You really inspiring me, good brother, to keep going and to keep grinding, because I know you've been at that for a very long time. Very long time. But look, guys, it's the Actual Factualz. I am your host, Josh Moody. I'm off this. I'm going to holler at you. It feels great to be back on yourselves.
To the Actual Factualz. It's the Actual Factualz.